I just got coffee with my friend's mom, and it was actually really cute, and I got to see the town, and I was living for it. I was just like, such a cute town. Ugh. My money to come in. Is that bad? My money to come in. He asked me what my favorite movies were, and I thought that was really interesting because it's such a sweet question and it has nothing to do with music, and it was just really like, it was like kind-spirited question. I have this Telecaster that my dad gave to me for one of my birthdays when I was a kid, and it was owned by Rob Zombie for a period of time. It was one of his tellies, and it was super beat up, and the case is spray painted white Zombie. And I was like, I mean, that's I can't bring it anywhere because I'm like, I'm gonna break it. Being good. I hope that's what it's known for more than anything. Well, I was just really, I just love that Velvet Underground song, and I love, I think Nico has like one of the most unique, beautiful voices ever, and I did an arrangement of it, like I produced out a version of it a few years ago, and then I had to turn in a cover for something, and I was like, well, I do have this idea that, I sketched out like a bunch of times a couple years ago, and then I just did it. It's a beautiful song, though. Probably Diana, probably Princess Di. Is that unlikely? She's my favorite. When I would stay with my dad, because I lived with my mom, but when I would stay with my dad, we would sleep on the couches in the studio before we had an apartment like in the building. So we were just like, I guess some of my earliest memories are just being like sleeping in the studio on the couches, like in like a very 70s like, grimy studio. It's like, it was cute though. Oh, because I learned about it growing up. I was like, man, I've seen some shit go down. So I was ready. I felt that I could handle at least the business part of it. The emotional part, I don't really know how anyone does that. But I do think the business part is learnable to some degree. I used to sing sometimes background vocals or like gang vocals on Matt and Kim's stuff. They're like an indie fave. I love them so much. They were such good like friends to my family when I was a kid because they would come into the studio a lot. So Matt and Kim, I guess. I don't know. I don't really remember. I did a lot of shit, but like I don't know. I was young. I was a young kid. I was probably like 11, like a 10, 11, 12 doing that shit. Because no one could be gay publicly for a while, for like a very long time. And I think that also we're still figuring out how to sing about and write about things that are and flip them on their head in a sense, because obviously people have been singing about pussy for like ages, but I don't know, it's not that often that you hear songs where gay women are singing about pussy, and it's completely normal in my life, but for many it's not. So you have to kind of like, consider, I guess, as a queer artist, to make sure that you're representing your love for whoever you're talking about in a respectful way, I guess, was what I hoped I was doing, but also sexy. It should be sexy too. I would just figure out what you like to do and do it, because everyone's good at something, and being good at something and like enjoying it, having it be like your thing it's a really good feeling. So you should, I don't know, that's pretty general advice, but just find your fucking thing. Find your thing. That's good advice, I think, huh?